Hey, Drac.
Morta just calmed in. Scouts are expected to arrive soon and medics are on standby. I won't forget this, Ryder. You chose Krogan first. It's been a long time since anyone's seen us as anything other than cannon fodder.
I mean, it was also making a choice based on the Pathfinder. The role, they took the risk, they knew the risk, but also...
I couldn't let you down. My crew is like family.
Yeah.
Only family I've had for a long time is Kesh. Guess anything can change.
That's nice. Wait, dating? Wait, what? What? This is the first time I've seen it. I think it's the first time I've seen it.
Are you happy now that Spender's out of the
Am I
picture?
asking him if he's dating or for us to date, you know?
I am. Maybe they'll forget to feed him while he's locked up.
Yeah.
Breaks your hearts, huh?
Hearts.
Heart. Just got the one left.
This is crazy. I mean, I'm so curious, but no, but I mean, like me dating Drac, or is Drac dating? Because commentary in the past is, but
We can talk more later.
no, I'm not that
Sure.
curious. You do you, Drac. Live the best life, man, right to the end. And I think finally,
A real victory. Our ark back at the Nexus.
You doubted
I'd almost
me?
given up hope.
I find things, Callow. My job description's only one word.
Losing Pathfinder Reka is a blow.
I know.
So many Solarians joined the initiative because of her. But you did your best. Did you need me?
Yeah, that was part of the whole angle I might have taken, right? It's like you save it, her for hope, the symbol of hope for people that, and that was a theme, you know. But at the same time, it was strangely a complex decision there.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm assuming you're going to say the
But
same
he
thing.
forgot to...
Yes.
For 2
Okay.
days. Poor
And
Oak.
this one.
No.
Gossip
If I
trouble.
gossip anymore, I'll get in
All
trouble.
right. Well, that will never
let-
go away.
you-
Ever, ever, ever. Clicking through, trying to clear these things out, you know. You save the Krogan trapped aboard the Archon's flagship, but only by leaving Solarian Pathfinder Reka behind and other Solarian. I don't know why they're only saying that, but it's true. Decisions have to be made. It's true. Crew like no other. Knockmore Drac. Let's see where this is going. Let's go to the end here. Last three. So the smuggler Aron was responsible. You insisted he be taken alive. Drac would have preferred to kill the exile, but you've been through too much with the old Krogan for him to go against your wishes like that. After helping Drac secure the stolen seed vault, the two of you let off a little steam over drinks on Kadara. One wild bar fight later, you and Drac have a bond no chair can break. Through all these misadventures, Drac's been showing his age. The old Krogan's already half bought with all the synthetics keeping him upright, and Kesh fears that her grandfather's gunning for a not so early grave. Liam Costa. His methods sometimes invite risk, but you generally agree, and again we got that one. You've really helped Liam find his niche, and it's clear he'd do anything for you or the initiative. His particular brand of diplomacy continues to be an asset. And then we got Zhao, finally forgiven me hopefully. Your relationship with Zhao has evolved into something relaxed and friendly, but you have plenty more to teach each other. After your harrowing experiences with the Rogar, you and Zhao have established a strong bond. You listened to Zhao when he asked you not to kill Ekshul. No matter what, he's moved by the faith and trust that you had in him, and the foundation of your friendship will grow stronger. It was risky, buddy. Suvi. You and Suvi have also spent some time talking about your respective families. Suvi's parents were both academics and inspired her to begin her journey in science. It's clear Suvi misses her family and occasionally experiences deep regret at having left them to pursue adventure. Talking it out seems to help, and she finds your chats uplifting. Vetra Nix. Vetra has had to come to terms with the reality of her sister growing up. Yep. And the best she can do is guidance, what Sid needs most. And with your recent successes against the Ket, Vetra has really begun to believe that despite all that's come before, you have a chance to make it in Helios. Okay, an agent of change, a new path. You convinced former Spectre Avidus Rix to take up the mantle of Turian Pathfinder and lead his people in their settlement of the Helios cluster. A punishment to fit the crime. After proving that William Spencer has was conspiring with Nexus mutineers. You sent the assistant director of colonial affairs to jail, knowing he'd never survive life on the run from his former associates. Fact. Exploring Helios, uncharted worlds and mysterious regions of space fill the Helios clusters. Pathfinder's journeys touch the lives of all those who inhabit these places. This is a folder. Hold on. The Krogan Exiles. By giving the remnant drive core to Morta and the Krogan colony, you convinced them to rejoin the initiative. We have an outpost on Illidan thanks to your bold choice. I am missing one remnant core. I'm not sure where that's going to come from, but we got time. This one here, huh? Jen Garson. Based on newly uncovered information, it is now understood that Garson was murdered on the Nexus upon first arriving in Andromeda at the hands of an unknown assailant. Though the motivations for her murder remain unclear, it has come to light that a silent partner or benefactor was the true source of funding for the Andromeda Initiative, a secret that Garson kept from the public, much to her later regret. Yeah, that one's weird, man. That one is weird. Like, especially this late in, but it's like that's a little bit of the rigmarole you need, and possibly, honestly, it feels a little bit like a bridge to what could have been a sequel to this game, just like the Elusive Man was to Cerberus in Mass Effect 1 to 2, you know? Like, there was that little bit of a bridge to, like, carry through at the macro level. And then we have, was this one that was lit up? Pathfinder HQ. Might have, okay, duties overseeing the Pathfinder Initiative. Okay, let's move down here. There's probably something, there it is. We have Spender. After an investigation revealed that Spender quietly helped the mutineers during the Nexus uprising, and we just read this from a different perspective. Supplies to actually he's blah 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 jail. Okay, Pathfinders. Now we got two more. We got Solarian Pathfinder. As her official biography states, like most female Solarians, Zevin Reka was originally groomed for a life of political intrigue as a Dalatras. However, she broke with tradition to devote herself to exploration and the sciences. Despite lacking any official political position, Reka's natural charisma drew followers from across Solarian space, gaining her a reputation as not only a skilled scientist but also a respected and influential leader. Reka used that influence and family connections to benefit numerous ecological projects across the Milky Way, culminating in her greatest achievement, restoring the threatened biodiversity of her home world, Erinlil, I don't know how to pronounce that, and enabling it to support a viable population. Her success on Erinlil, combined with her leadership qualities and scientific expertise, drew the attention of Alec Ryder, who encouraged her to submit her candidacy as Solarian Pathfinder. With Reka captured and presumed dead, the role of Solarian Pathfinder went to Captain Hager. Though inexperienced by comparison, Hager's records show steady and skilled leadership of the Solarian Arc. He is now conducting information gathering and research aimed at stopping Ket exaltation. Turian Pathfinder. Born on Palaven and a decorated engineer in Blackwatch, Mason Barrow was touted by the hierarchy to be a shining example of a Turian citizen. There were concerns among initiative leadership about whether or not he would leave his comfortable life behind to become the Turian Pathfinder, but Mackin was eager so long as he could name his replacement, Avitus Rix, a former Spectre. Internal emails and screening interviews state Mason and Avitus met in the field and suggest that their relationship may be more than platonic. Mason Barrow left the Milky Way aboard the Turian Ark Natinus in 2185. Despite his initial hesitation, Avitus Rix complied with Mason's last request to take up the role of Turian Pathfinder. A grief counselor was assigned to Avitus upon his arrival at the Nexus, but he has yet to show at a session. Oh, maybe we'll see him there. We'll get an update. Arc species. Krogan. Okie dokie. Overlord Nakmor Morta. Leader of Krogan colony New Chichanka, Nakmor Morta has recently seized even more definite power and declared herself Overlord. For this position, she's able to exercise control over all aspects of the nation's colony and increase the chances of its survival. As a female, Morta's leadership and power are unique in Krogan society. Morta lived with the female clans in their camps at the Krogan homeworld, Tuchanka. A born leader, Morta rose to organize and coordinate many of those camps. Through sheer will and against all odds, she made them thrive as stable, self-sustaining, and comfortable places to live and raise children. Morta herself is infertile. Morta's intelligence and ambition is matched by her inherent ruthlessness. Over time, she rose in power and reputation and was able to challenge clan leader Nakmor Kronak with the right of authority. She easily bested him and became leader of Clan Nakmor. She then focused her ambitions to the betterment of the entire clan by joining the Andromeda Initiative. Well, seems like a little bit of a loose cannon, but not as much as Sloane. So there's that. Actual. He is a former student of Moshae who was captured by the Ket while studying remnant technology on Volt. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before escaping with a handful of other prisoners. Scarred physically and mentally by his experience, Actual turned his back on the studies and his life on Ea to form the Rohirrim, a xenophobic fighting force who used guerrilla tactics against both the Ket and Milky Way species. Jal describes Actual as annoyingly magnetic and a born leader. Among other Moshae students, Actual learned the quickest. He was always surrounded by friends and admirers. Before his imprisonment, the Moshae believed Actual would be the one to carry on her legacy. His change in personality hit her the hardest. By shooting Jal, Actual disgraced himself in front of his followers. While the Rohirrim have not completely disbanded, Actual has retreated into the shadows. I thought we brought him back with us. That's not, but I don't know, as prisoner back to the Aya or something. Nope, peaced out. Angara spirituality is probably an update here on reincarnation because the memory transfer or something. Our encounter on Havarl with the Angara called Tavo is believed to be a reincarnation of an ancient Angaran champion, has provided some scientific evidence for this belief in reincarnation. However, further investigation is needed before definitive conclusions can be drawn. I don't know, man. That seemed pretty definitive. Ket, who do we have? We have the Archon's sword. Oh, okay. The dude that's been showing up in the cutscenes. Identified in decrypted communications, the Ket known as the Archon's sword has a fearsome reputation. Her role as the Archon's enforcer takes her across the Helios cluster to deliver edicts and quell dissent. Apex reports that those who incur the Archon's displeasure, Ket or otherwise, are pursued relentlessly by the Archon's sword, often never sighted again. In combat, the Archon's sword is said to favor cunning over brute strength, cloaking yourself with the same techniques as Ket, destined before striking fearlessly. Psychological profiles, though hampered by an incomplete understanding of Ket psychology, Psychological profiles, though hampered by an incomplete understanding of Ket psychology, suggest she is completely loyal to the Archon and his ideals. Her title has provoked discussion among Nexus scientists as it either underlines her devotion to the Archon's cause or it implies a ceremonial and historic role. It is possible that the Archon's sword represents a greater tradition within Ket society not yet understood. I don't know. It feels a little bit Spectre-ish. I mean, maybe it's like above the laws, sent out to like settle things. I mean, not Spectre, they're still like, they gotta agree, there's things, there's process and ceremony. This is more like, no, this is like, if he sends her out, it's pretty much a death sentence. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, structurally, could it fit something from the Milky Way? I'm not sure. We got Behemoth. Yeah, we do. These unfortunate individuals were once Krogan after capture, experimentation, and attempts at exaltation. They are now behemoths, bearing the characteristic white carapace of the Ket and the strength of a Krogan in full fury. Behemoths appear to be an early attempt at exaltation, and the process for the Krogan is as yet unrefined. Unlike exalted Angara, whose transformation is genetically and neurochemically stable, behemoths are unable to produce enough serotonin to break out of the feedback loop that results in Krogan blood rage, rendering them permanently aggressive and non-communicative. Communicative. In addition, DNA samples suggest behemoths are susceptible to hypothalamic tumors, further evidence that exaltation is intended to affect the body's oxytocin production and social bonding responses. Fighting a behemoth is not for the unprepared. With a Krogan's resilience to gunfire and a preference for charging into melee, Apex tactics currently revolve around multiple rocket-propelled grenades. Primus. Second in command to the Archon, the Primus is reportedly trusted with leading many of the Ket's most dangerous factions. Apex teams have cited her as a hands-on leader at key Ket positions, and orders from her are treated as coming from the Archon himself. Her main area of responsibility appears to be managing the Ket conquest of Helios via exaltation. Inasmuch as we can determine with scant details on Ket culture, the Primus is believed to be extremely orthodox. Intercepted and translated reports show her ordering punishments for Ket who deviate from social norms and traditions. She has also repeatedly expressed concerns over the need to break off military exercises or recon missions to investigate remnant technology, suggesting that this is not a normal element of Ket expansion. Ket culture. Scroll down a little bit. Culturally, the Ket are highly ritualized and ceremonial. Intelligence reports show a powerful belief in their genetic and military superiority and belief that it benefits lesser species. Even the Ket dialect spoken in Helios Tonezet translates to speaking correctly. Exaltation is thus not a punishment, but a means to balance a disordered galaxy by sharing the Ket's genetic perfection. You mean like the Reapers? You mean like yeah, synthesis, like indoctrination. Is that how you mean? The remnant. Remnant technology requires activation. Okay, let's scroll down. It's not clear whether remnant technology is designed to be activated by an AI. There is no evidence of artificial intelligence in the remnant structures investigated thus far, and remnant bots have only rudimentary programming. However, the glyphs contain recognition keys and analogous to an electroencephalogram EEG, implying that the system is designed to handle a form of neural input. POC. Probably get an update that it was stolen. POC has been stolen by Kalinda Tarif, apparently for the simple pleasure of annoying PB. PB's success in merging remnant and Milky Way technologies is very promising, and she has begun to apply the principles involved to her other systems, including those on the Tempest. Dangerous? Maybe. Wait, what did I miss? Right here? Remnant Abyssal. Oh, wait, that's a whole different thing. That's not a, wait, is Architect not in here? They're called Abyssals? Okay. Over several months, the Nexus has received numerous unconfirmed reports of huge remnant constructs in the Aladdin Dune. These are different. No, they can't be. The worms are Abyssals, so we don't have... I didn't try to scan the Architect. No. It is set to patrol a certain area of the desert, diving through the sand, seemingly unimpeded, and attacking intruders with overwhelming force, as no trace of such a construct has been found, and these witnesses are often found to be suffering from heat stroke. The Nexus is currently dismissing these claims as a white whale myth. Come on, I literally saw them though. Those who believe the reports refer to these constructs as abyssals. If the reports are in fact accurate, the question arises as to the abyssal's purpose. Such a construct might be used to extract and process valuable resources from the sand, using the kinetic pumping action to power it. Alternatively, the abyssal might be used as a defensive measure for sensitive locations. Regardless, the reports all state that the abyssal is impervious to weapons and indifferent to communications, suggesting that if it actually exists, the construct would be best studied at a distance. I literally almost been hit by it. Like, what are you talking about? Also, if there's no other planet where there could potentially be an Architect, we're done. No more scans, no more codex. Damn it. I forgot. I had it in my head to do, and I forgot. God damn it. Eladin. Let me read this one and catch you up. After the gift of a valuable remnant-derived core, the Krogan colony of Nutrachunk is now allied with the Initiative. Overlord Morda shares leadership with the Initiative's assigned representative, Karist Arcana. The Nexus is gathering a negotiation team to draw up mineral and water claims on Eladin. There is no data on whom the Krogan are choosing as negotiators. The activated remnant vault has increased the presence of cloud-forming particulates in Eladin's sky. Though the moon is still brutally hot, moisture levels have noticeably risen, increasing ambient humidity and the likelihood of rain. The Nexus scientists advise that the inhabitants of Eladin, once starved for water, should prepare for flash floods. Havarl. Our observations today show Havarl is unrecognizable. We read this part. These factors point to a large-scale shift in the ecology and investigation. Okay, with the Remnant Vault stabilized and correctly activated, both Angaran and Nexus scientists report a noticeable improvement in Havarl's plant life. The more aggressive and mutated species are dying back, supplanted by soil-enriching and pollinating varieties. In a comparatively brief time, Havarl shows signs of being a welcoming garden world. Meanwhile, Initiative scientists have joined forces with Angaran personnel to investigate Havarl further. I don't know, man. We're gonna have another shot. I think it's done. Pretty sure I missed that. Pretty sure. I just said read all or something. Oh, it's probably catching up. It's catching up on a bunch of stuff because I went to the missions at some point and just cleared out the completed ones or something. This thing. You know what I'm talking about. Bam. Because there are a bunch of exclamation marks in there. And I think we're done. Level the characters. I could clear out the inventory, but at this point, I'm not going to bother. I don't need the things. I'm just going to move on, pretend I'm managing it behind the scenes. User headcanon. The real world headcanon. Look at the light coming in right now. That's nice. That's nice. All right, and that means we have a whole galactic map to choose from at this point, yeah. Let's pull it back. Here it is. we've got to have a couple zeros because we're at 71%, which means we could do a reading round. It doesn't hurt none. Yeah, let's do a reading round. H061's orbital velocity shows as the planet passes near tendrils of Scourge, radically extending its total orbital period in ways difficult to calculate. Bleeding Ruby. Named by an exile with a penchant for poetry, Bleeding Ruby's rings and tectonic instability are the result of a single asteroid impact that occurred less than a century ago. Katkobora. Unlike the nearby worlds of Bleeding Ruby, Katkobora appears to have been in a state of ongoing volcanism for millennia. Gases released by this activity pervade the atmosphere. Nargrakwa. A windy, frigid desert, Nargrakwa is named for a mythical Asari penal colony. Even with protective gear, it is unlikely anyone could survive here for long. H329. The Scourge has stripped away much of H329's atmosphere, leaving it unable to retain heat. Its liquid nitrogen oceans are now entirely frozen.
I studied Kindrax's theories. A real Turian aeronaut. The first to cross the ocean in a balloon.
On Paladin? Brave soul. There aren't many soft places to land.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
The remnant fighter appears to have been caught in a tendril of Scourge and utterly torn apart. Mendradim. The Scourge has torn away most of Mendradim's atmosphere, leaving ravaging electrical storms above and wasted plains below. Mere traces of plant life remain on the surface. This debris appears to be from an initiative shuttle. Pieces of powerful scanning equipment drift among shards of hull. Nicknamed Gorgeous by the scientist team H202, has a surface composed mainly of tin and boron. Traces of organic life are present in its rings. They may have been formed from a destroyed satellite. H073. Constant volcanic activity brings magma to the surface of H073, where it gradually solidifies in scorching heat. Traces of remnant and Ket technology are present on the planet, obscured by the warping effects of nearby Scourge. There was something here. It has since been removed. See, that's like mysterious, man. That has plot, you know, but they'll likely never get to it. Just is what it is, and you move on. Pharaohs.
The light on the side of this cluster is so different. Maybe the Scourge is absorbing certain wavelengths.
Does it ever give anything back?
Anomaly on sensors.
Interesting. Grill. First discovered by an outcast with an unusual sense of humor, Grill was named for its extremely hot metallic surface and earmarked for future mining operations.
Deploying probe.
I missed it, didn't I? I didn't. Oh, it's
Probe's
God
launched.
damn you.
I found something.
Get levels for this? You get XP for this, damn. I consider that. The lava flow for this volcano has annihilated an unmanned outcast monitoring post, leaving equipment scattered and buried. Oh, it's smoke coming out of the planet, I see. Oh, it's a volcano. Asteroid. This gargantuan asteroid is clearly being used as a stopover by outcasts. A small empty supply post and docking station are built into the rock. Oh, I totally thought this was going to be we're going to land on this thing. Neat. I'm surprised they didn't do more of that with this game, to be honest. Like, they did it in the old games, like you just find something and you'd board it, and it was a little bit repetitive to some degree, like the maps of those things, but at least, you know, kept it a little bit more dynamic out in space. A near constant bombardment of meteorites from the nearby asteroid belt pelts the surface of H028. Its only real weather is the resulting dust cloud. Aphasia. Thanks to its unusual orbit and axial tilt, Aphasia is pounded by snow and howling winds for all but a few hours of each 56-hour day. Crazy planets.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
This Ket satellite is... that's not a ship, though, Subi. This Ket satellite is rapidly processing data on the atmosphere of Aziak, though it has been badly damaged by the planet's storms. Aziak's thick carbon dioxide and argon atmosphere show symptoms of Scourge distortion, though no Scourge tendrils are detectable in the planet's current orbital path. What? How did that happen then? That's crazy talk. What are you talking about? how you do that. Still 71%? How is that possible? I just cleared out 3 different systems. What do you mean progression is 71%? Is it quests in the system and not necessarily just reading the system? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure that shit says 71% before I started this, man. I just looked back up there. That's buffoonery. I think there were 5 systems I counted out, right? So.
They named the system after a Batarian pioneer, their first astronaut. It's good to remember these things.
Those wormholes are triggering
Anomaly
4-hour
on
sleep
sensors.
fatigue. God damn. This point of the day, man. It's rough. By standards. By normal standards. Dinesh. Cobalt and nickel form the outer layer of Dinesh's crust. Scans suggest the planet is far less tectonically stable than it appears.
Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
This scout vessel appears to have been abandoned in the asteroid belt after an engine failure. Its aimless drifting among the asteroid has resulted in significant damage, but some materials may be salvageable. Well, we'll take what we can. Jigraph. Sometime in the past century, Jigraph was impacted by a very large or very fast object, natural or artificial, that cracked open its mantle and caused a continuing series of quakes. Negrel's crushing atmosphere is toxic and violent. Its density makes scans difficult. The planet's rings appear to be of relatively recent origin, possibly related to the Scourge. This is the largest of multiple impact craters, suggesting a swarm of debris, possibly from the asteroid belt, struck H505 in the distant past. Hidden from early surveys by reflective objects in Darhagaz asteroid belt, H505 is a frigid world with a krypton nitrogen atmosphere.
Very little signal traffic around.
It's pretty remote. I wonder what view of the Milky Way you'd get out here.
I just suppressed a third yawn coming out of that
I'm picking up
wormhole.
something.
There's a trigger happening, man. It's mysterious as hell. Alright, first one. Ocean plains of frozen ammonia dominate the surface of Pass 31, climbing into icy mountains along the rim of ancient craters. Beneath the planet's crushing Aragon-based atmosphere, microbial lifeforms are flourishing on Garaf, not Jaraf, maybe, I don't know, and around underground pools. Surveys from the Milky Way suggest Wauj might contain vast mineral wealth just beneath the surface. On closer examination, no such deposits exist. Fragments of remnant technology are buried on this asteroid, nearly unrecognizable after centuries of disuse. Named for an early Angaran explorer who perished on Billone's surface, this rocky world commands a quiet respect from the Angaran people. Massive asteroid is the size of a small moon. It could serve as a perfect base for future scientific and mining expeditions into the asteroid belt. Starship wreckage. This appears to be the wreckage of a Ket dropship. Perhaps they were seeking remnant technology in the asteroid belt? 100%? 100%. And 72%. Basically, there's still a bunch of game left, is what you're saying. More systems are still going to open up because they have to. They have to. How am I supposed to get this? 100%. It's crazy talk. Is this oh, look at this one. Out here on the edge. Living on the edge. Triggering Elliot, see? It's crazy, right? Psychology is a messed up thing.
This place is almost off our star charts.
Considering what they were up against, your explorers made it a long way out.
Pass 48, spectacular auroral effects flash through Pass 48's magnetosphere over a temperate, mineral-rich surface. Only the lack of liquid water makes it inappropriate for colonization.
I found something.
A crevasse. This extraordinary canyon runs long and deep. Hundreds of small caves lead underground. Although this crevasse may be, I cannot say it. I cannot not say it. May be natural. It is currently inexplicable. Well, it's experience. I was happy I saw it. Oops. Past 24's hot surface is composed primarily of magnesia, with the notable sodium deposits. Geographic features suggest the planet once possessed oceans. How this is possible is unknown. Terraforming? This whole thing was a manufactured galaxy by the predecessor race? I don't know. Past 21. With its light gravity's silvery coloration and scorching daytime temperatures, Past 21 bears a passing resemblance to Earth's moon. The debate over what to name it will be fierce. Fen Odom. Massive uranium deposits are commonplace on Fen Odom. It is one of the few planets the Angara have charted in the system, though they have yet to begin mining. Okalam. A tiny gas planet at the edge of the Sojourn system. Mokalam is a perfect location for exploring ships to restock helium-3 and discharge the static buildup in their drives. That's 100%, and that would be 72%, folks. Math is broken in this galaxy, I guess. The fact that that is percentages does not seem right to me. Maybe this means like both activity and discovery. I just gotta count as both, I guess. Quest. I hadn't looked up there to check if it counts as quest, but all the systems are now red again, which means I can go to, you know where we can go for, I mean, yeah, we're gonna go to Nexus, even though I know the main quest. Well, maybe we'll just nudge it. But I gotta go there as well, because I forgot to do the whole system thing in the terminal. That's going to be a fast one to turn in. Plus, we've read all of this stuff, and I think that's what that quest is all about. It wants you to like read the planet, so you bring back and you input that into the scientist's, I forget her name, into the terminal, into the system, to then teach with it. And we're going to have a perfect goddamn score. And we're going to make money. And it means I don't need the money, I know, but I got to do it, because I know I can. And I'm going to do it. Distance mark, let's go. I want to see how it works. I want to see how they implemented it. I think that based on how I played, yes, I kind of early on went for the money, but I feel like the game, unless you really want to be exploratory and get a bunch of weapons, different builds, different and you're basically playing one character but in like 4 different ways. So you're going to get weapons for that, you got a design for that, you got all, you're saying something. Anyways, and then maybe you'll spend that money faster, materials faster, but I feel like I'm...
Hey, what news about Kerry?
Hakeem, yes.
Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary. There's a hitch. Kerry's been arrested for conspiracy to incite unrest.
What?
She's in a cell at the militia headquarters.
What are you all producing?
Any chance you could stop by? A visit from you might shake things up.
What's she saying?
Remember, Kerry's down in the militia cells. She'd probably love a visit.
I gotta go there anyways, but I mean, what documentary are you actually producing? Because I'm getting a little bit concerned. I have to go this way, and then this way real quick, because I also have to, meet PP at the bar. These triggers will happen. Not this bar. Damn it.
That's yours, Nexus.
I gotta go to wrong planet.
Things are tense around the pub. But not like that first 14 months, thanks to us. Think they raised the drink prices, though. Bastards.
One villain at a time, Liam.
Priorities, Pathfinder.
Hey, Dutch.
Hello.
Damn it.
Hey there.
Damn it. No open mic and Garns continuing their open narratives. Shit. Back to it then.
Thank you for your contribution.
I knew I had to find this guy. I kind of, I knew I had to find this guy. And then I tried once, and I think I just failed at it. And I gave up, and I thought, maybe I already did this. And I moved on.
Pathfinder, have you seen this place?
Hey, man.
So green. Dr. Camden's been a real help.
I take it you know Vaughn?
Yes.
He seems to have settled in.
Hey, Bourne. Glad to see you in your element, instead of locked in a box.
You're gonna tell everyone about that, aren't you?
Well, it helps you survive.
Here, I can start really fixing things. All those disease-resistant seeds
Wait, you have what?
What?
Excuse us, Pathfinder.
Wish you were in the scene when that was going on. It would have been a lot more dramatic. Anyway, so I've missed this corner. I need to go. Let me just wander for a sec. This was locked at one point. I'm gonna check it. Yeah, what? I could swear I tried to come here and get in, and I couldn't get in though. And now I can. Weird, right? Maybe they only let one of these rooms be something you can go into at one time or something. So the logic. Oh, no, it's not, because this would be that. Yup. Okay. Just break. Now that I have access, I can just break in any time, I guess. And no, right? No. Okay. Bam, bam, bada, bam, bam. Bam, bada, bam. Let's see if I'm right about this. If I understood it, because I didn't go back to the quest and check it out. I'm pretty sure.
Largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
How many have they incorporated? How much of Andromeda's life has been suffocated or lost?
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and incorporating initiative technology as well.
Oof. This thing right here. I did go back in the quest and read it. Never mind what I just said. The 3 initial system models will be complete by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Orbital variance for the Nexus. It must be corrected as construction corrects our orientation. A reminder, our daughters will not know stasis the 600 years sleeping. They will be born of Andromeda and whatever is unfolding. The cluster in its chaos was not welcoming, but it matters less that we suffer here, more what we bring. Don't know what that did yet. Final proposal, Professor N. Herrick et al. Since we are, by definition, an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully in. We must preserve anything we replace. The Helix cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Luckily, we have the Angara allies who conserve as a matter of necessity. The Scourge hampered their efforts, but we can build on their foundation, both to preserve and to learn how life flourished in both their galaxy and ours. The Ket show little interest in preservation, only in consuming what they find and removing its uniqueness in favor of assimilation. Assimilation, you'd say. Therefore, it falls to us. We must gather what we can to ensure these first precious examples of life beyond the Milky Way are not lost forever. Geophysics. Was this always here and I just missed this the entire time? But I just did the cluster model one because that was the quest, but these other 2 things I just had never come here. GSV 2031, streamlined interface with Omni tool. I feel like I read this piece though. Tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminum. Yeah, I did. I definitely remember reading this one, even though it was lit up there. Alright, so let's... Bam. The model of the spheres. Another
I
task
calculate pi
complete.
as a meditation.
Leader of the Nexus. Yeah, I'm working on it. You all good? I guess you're all good now. Okay, let's leave. Another one down. Let's give a quick chat here.
Welcome. Hello again.
Okay.
Thanks. Are you finding enough answers here? Or only questions?
Oh my god, look at my head.
So many questions. Lately, I've been looking at vids of Earth. It's a beautiful planet. And your cities look remarkable. London, Singapore, Vancouver. How do you feel now about leaving it behind for this?
Why look back? I'm living for here and now. In fact, one day I hope we'll build new Vancouver here. More beautiful than ever.
That's a nice thought.
Yeah, we'll work our way there. Hold on, Vetra. Quickly, Vetra. Let me interact with you.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help.
Hey,
They'll be
Ryder.
great allies.
Who am I talking to right now? Who was I just talking to?
You ever
right
just think, I miss home?
What a mess.
Every time I do, I feel guilty about it.
I should probably buy some more. No, I don't need any more. I was gonna say 2 slot. Check for them, but I was like, no, you can just keep pulling it. No, don't. You can just keep taking them out of the armor that you have to redo anyways. Or the weapons, sorry. You know what, now that I'm here, let me just do a double check anyways.
Is it ever uncomfortable being shackled to the organism you call Pathfinder?
It isn't imprisonment. Our connection
Second
permits
time
me
you
access
brought
to
this
places
up.
I couldn't
God damn it.
otherwise visit.
Maybe next time you can take me with you.
Oh no, I heard
I'd
that one.
welcome back, Ryder.
I thought it was worded differently.
That's all for
It
now.
was late last
Of course.
night. When I first heard it. No, I'm not talking to you, ancient AI. What's up?
Oh, hey, Ryder.
Hakim said they arrested you over the documentary.
What are you saying
Guess
about
I
me?
tweaked the lion's tail too hard.
I mean, I don't
They
like the
didn't hurt you,
jailbreak
did
line,
they?
but I'll try this
Nothing's
first.
hurt except my dignity.
I just have to say it? Okay, well, I say it. Let's go.
A crowbar, some gum, a nudge from Sam, and I could get you out.
I'm right here, hero. Trust me, this is safer than exile.
You know, they've had other people in the cells. Rioters, people crying and scared. Me and my truth did that to them.
Oh.
So you're just going to sit there? This is how your work ends?
What? No. Hell no. Maybe I could use this. Thanks for
man.
coming, Ryder. I'll send word if anything changes.
Well, y'all did this. I mean, well, here's the thing. I don't know what the documentary's about, but what if it's actually presenting all of our victories in some weird way, and I've been getting rigmarolled. I'll have to find out the hard way. I'll find out this another double cross.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Ryder made a sentimental choice saving those Krogan. He looked at them and thought of you.
Ryder's his own person.
Possible.
Just admit you don't
Not really.
like Krogan.
Not at all, actually.
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were just
Fuck
discussing
me,
your
I'm back.
encounter with the Archon.
Yeah. But I'm still
It's
sorry.
true. I had to leave some Solarians behind, Director Tan. I'm sorry about that.
Noted. Though it is good to see Arch-Parchera reunited with the Nexus.
You got an entire
Yet
arc
I have to
back.
question what we've gained, provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location
Balls.
of Meridian.
Like the Krogan. Additional set.
Now we
Stop.
have it.
Just stop.
And a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya
it's definitely like
suggests
a,
that
it's like a
Meridian is
vault,
the key.
basically. The meridians are
While I
vaults.
appreciate what you've done
Or
for our
like-
strike teams, we're not equipped
vaults
for
are
a
like
war with the
meridians.
Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
Yeah. That's true.
If we do nothing, I guarantee there's a fight coming. The Archon's already
Fact.
studying how to exalt us. It's not pretty.
Still, it's better to focus on the outposts. If the Ket attack, at least our people won't be in one place.
We have alignment now.
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how
deny it.
involved it's become. I like you, Ryder. I really do. But I can't support your plan.
Then I will.
And so will I.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I got my own posse.
Ryder deserves a
Fucking
chance to
bitches.
try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me.
Why do I have to
I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Maybe it should be called the Pathfinder Initiative. Ever think about that?
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
This is cool.
There may be a way.
Come on. It's cool.
Pathfinder.
Bunch of rookies.
Apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your sister is awake.
What?
Go. We'll talk later. In the tech lab.
Finally, goddamn. Act 3. This is a dangerous place
Sarah.
to be bringing her back, though.
Little brother.
Oh my god.
Bring it here.
Just missed that one.
Man, it's good to finally see you.
It's good to see anything.
Aw.
I was starting to think I'd
Damn.
never wake up.
Well, I sure missed having you around.
They're making some bad
We've hit a few
decisions
rough
without
patches
you,
along the way.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when Dad died.
There's nothing anyone could have done. I wasn't even sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. It gave me time to let it sink in. I'll miss him. But I also know he'd be the first to say,
Finally.
get over it. Get on with it already.
Oh, there's been plenty of that.
So I hear, Mr. Pathfinder.
Not by choice.
From the sounds of it, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, miss. That stubborn skull of yours needs a chance to heal.
Says who?
The Pathfinder, that's who. Time to rest up. That's an order, Specialist Rider.
Yes, sir. Pathfinder, sir. Oh, who are we kidding?
Back to sleep you go.
I saw you eat your own boogers when you were 6.
If you two want to catch up some more, that's fine, but no getting out of bed.
Ryder, this is
No
Pathfinder
Solarian,
Riggs.
you're
We
no
have some
Solarian.
ideas about Meridian.
Okay.
Come by the tech lab as soon as possible.
Will do.
Okay, things are moving. Speak with Sam. Oh, the unlock memory, motherfucker. Okay, actually, I'm gonna check.
Hey.
You're probably wondering how things have been going.
What a camera shot for this.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Feeling a little out of it. I know you're Pathfinder,
Come on,
but
man.
not much else. Did they make you president of the universe, too?
Working on it. Hey!
Well, the big vote is tomorrow, and I'm here to make sure every comatose patient has their say. Vote Ryder.
Ha ha. So what have you really been up to?
In a
Dying.
nutshell, we found an alien
Couple
terraforming
times.
network that spans the cluster. We're going to reactivate it at some place called Meridian.
Wow. That all?
So it's like the collective.
Nope. There's also a race of aliens called Ket that wants to turn all of us into them, and their leader, a guy named Archon, wants me dead.
Right. Maybe taking a long nap wasn't so bad.
You should know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
How do you mean?
First off, Sam's a lot smarter than he let on. Also, his connection to Dad, and now me, is way more powerful than the other Sams.
I never knew that. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
Dun dun.
You, me, and Mom.
You saw her?
In the hospital, the day she passed away. And at that reunion dinner she twisted our arms on.
Right. Awkward.
And something else. Dad meeting with a benefactor back in the Milky Way. Some initiative power broker I'd never heard of.
I wish that guy wasn't
Me
just
either.
standing there, you know?
Weird.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out what it all means. I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Just watching us talk.
What
with
about
this
them?
Mostly secret crap.
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I've been wondering.
First planet we landed on. There was an atmosphere processor. It was malfunctioning. Dad managed to power it down. Saved us all. But there was an accident. My helmet broke. I couldn't breathe. And then Dad gave me his.
He sacrificed himself.
Oh, man. I mean, I do have to do this.
It was hard to tell with
Bring it back
Dad.
around.
He could be so distant. I guess he loved us more than we knew.
All those times I yelled at him growing up.
You and me both. This is a better way to remember him.
Yeah.
What do you remember about how they met?
As Mom tells it, he was doing his N7 training on Earth. She was a scientist working on biotic implants. He was trying real hard to pull off a bad boy in uniform thing. And failing. But she thought it was charming and struck up a conversation. Dad mostly just grunted. She finally had to ask him out.
Our dad, the ladies' man.
Then he went off to fight the First Contact War. When that was over, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
I wonder if they actually animated her face, like the mouth speaking, for this entire scene, or if the camera shot is this way because they didn't. Like they either did the work and now it's all lost because of this, or they didn't do the work and they're doing this to hide the fact they didn't do the work. You know, so I think they're both bad. They're both bad reasons for this right now, because there's a lot being said between them, and it's been so long since you've done 100 hours plus for me at this point. I think I just crested the 100-hour mark, and it's like, this is the way you're gonna reunite them with this camera angle and a bunch of talk. It's very awkward, extremely awkward.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Approach, yeah.
That was back when biotic abilities were a total mystery. She was a pioneer, helping people cope by designing implants. It's what made her sick, though. People got all sorts of weird diseases from EZO exposure.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Giant space city filled with every kind of alien you could imagine. I remember trying to play hide and seek with some Hanar. It was no fair because they could float. Looking back, it's probably why I'm here. I saw how mind-bogglingly enormous the universe really is.
You still think about Mom?
When I woke up, I forgot she was dead for a second. I looked around for her. Then I remembered.
Dad talked about her before we left on our first mission.
He didn't show it, but he never stopped thinking about her. He wasn't the same after she was gone.
At least they're together now. Feeling homesick at all?
Well, all I've seen so far is this med bay. We could still be on Earth for all I know.
It's all a simulation.
But yeah, before we went into stasis, I was missing my life. Or at least the idea of it.
Which part do you miss most?
Looking for Prothean artifacts. My team was a special exoarchaeology unit, fully funded and sanctioned by the Alliance. My job, as in they paid me to do it, was to help dig up more artifacts and learn whatever we could from them.
It actually works for the RP
Things
concept.
hadn't gone sour, it would have been a great life.
The story, the narrative, the core. Because she's digging the history to set up the foundation so that she can plan for the now.
What was wrong with how things really were?
Well, Mom was gone. I'm not sure I'll ever fill the hole she left. And Dad, it hurt him more than he let on. Plus, his research on Sam was illegal as hell. He was trying to save her.
Well.
Maybe the Initiative looked the other way, but the Alliance didn't. After they discharged him, whenever people found out I was his daughter, door slammed in my face.
Bam.
Being Alec Ryder's kids in the Milky Way, we were in for a lifetime of dreams that were never going to happen.
Yup.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Yeah, only way to recover from a coma is getting more sleep.
Yep.
It won't be much longer.
At least take some pictures of Meridian for me. I can pretend I was there.
I want to just try something. If I go on this side, stop it, Chris. Off. Work with me here, man. If I'm at the foot of the bed, what would happen? Like right here.
Back again?
Well, son of a bitch. I mean, that's still not very good. Let's be fair.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Watch yourself out there.
But
I can't keep saving your
there
butt
was
like
definitely
this.
mouth movement, and a shot that would have worked better for all of this, huh? Maybe this one.
Back again?
Nope. Goodbye, sister.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Oh shit.
Watch yourself out there. I can't keep saving your butt like this.
That might be a foreshadow that could be uncomfortable soon. I know where I am. I know where I am in the plot. I know what these things mean. Narrative, yeah. Patterns are everywhere. Narrative patterns. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Docking bay. I feel like I'm missing something. But I don't know what. And I've been sitting for a long time, for many days in a row. Everything's starting to hurt. And maybe I need to wrap up. What? Discuss your options with the other Pathfinders. That's right. They said they were going to meet. Okay, let's see what
Ryder,
we got.
good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
That was weird.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
Oh, damn.
As you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
Huh.
I can work with that. Just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is up to you.
I can handle it. Though it means going against the Initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
Has to be done. It's our way. With the Pathfinders.
A risk comes with the
and
job.
None of us know what we're doing, but together.
Part of being a Pathfinder.
Well, all do great. He's a Spectre, though. He is a Spectre. And the other one's a General. Let's be fair. Like, they're all trained. And one's a pre-commando. Like, I'm the weak one in here. I'm still the weak one out. What? Except we have... Okay, that's a joke again. Got it. Yeah.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not after this.
First, you'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology. Then we'll rendezvous at Meridian.
Okay, so we've got some steps
Good
here
luck.
that still pad me out while I'm navigating
Anyone see my acid solution?
space. Investigate. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so I haven't kicked anything off to a point of no return kind of scenario. I have to believe there's going to be one of those. Every game has had one of those. But I do want to still do these menial these like stop offs, and I think they're going to be relatively fast to pull off. I'll go planet to planet now, and we'll see how far we get, and then I'll see what's left over, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna do either Prodromo's next. No, I gotta do PB. God damn it! I looked at all the quests to get this shit in order. I'll meet you at the bar.
Ryder, could we talk a moment?
Oh, really?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Really? I was about to jump into the map, man.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange, out of place?
What? Where are you going
You mean
with this,
besides the
Hallow?
exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this. Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
What?
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Ket Armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen.
Strange
Though when
places.
you put it like that.
Ah.
I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in
Ah.
the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
I mean, I hope it's a hoax. Cause man, shenanigans at the galactic level, that'd be insane. Or universal. Anyways, let's just wait. Okay, Captain Hazier. Ryder, how are you? Busy, I expect, like the rest of us, but it's no small feat to have so many Pathfinders back at the Nexus. We shouldn't lose sight of that. When are you next on the Nexus? I was just there. Come by Pathfinder HQ and we'll celebrate properly. Pathfinders only. Acknowledge. Kadara, I'm going, hold on, from Vetra. Don't worry, Sid didn't do something reckless this time, as far as I know. I've just found something cool on Kadara. Want to meet me there? I'll send the nav point. Yeah, I mean, we're going there right now. I'm not talking to anyone else, right? Why you said no? The research station, right? Wait, go with Vetra. Read email. No, yeah, they're asking me to research. I'm not doing that right now. Let's go to Kadara. I saw something. What did that say? What's left? Oh, family secrets. Shit. Like something I can do, or is this another lie? Let's go in here. Is this something that's possible? Like I unlocked something and I gotta get this. Absolutely. Let's go. We got faster loading times anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think I broke something. I clicked way too fast. And now the screen's been black for a very long time. As I'm demonstrating with me talking over it. And I can hear my machine going nuts right now. Oh my god, what the hell happened there? Oh, that was weird. Okay. Benefactor nonsense? Is that what we're getting this time? Let's go.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's go.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
Okay.
What was it GN Garson said? The code word is Fulcrum.
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
We had to do that one main quest, huh? They were padding it.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide.
Mass Effect 2. They denied.
Supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And it's heaven.
Okay.
So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Oh shit, it is
Thanks,
gonna...
Castus.
Take care.
This has all been like a defense system
Yes.
against extinction. An
I
extinction
checked
event.
around. There might be something to this.
But who's behind all this?
If there is a
still,
war,
you know?
the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
This is crazy.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people.
Oh my god.
You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory.
Man.
Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home.
Man.
We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
Man, I think the Elusive Man was the only one who knew.
Sam, transfer Pathfinder access.
Remembering wrong?
Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
What? What?
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge
they
of
switched
this
the
memory.
name, so
I now recall his directive to put Ellen into
Solarian
stasis.
swap? Is that what that
He
just
hoped
happened here?
It would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
They gave us two different narrative parallels for this. They gave us the contagion narrative to establish like the foundations of this possibility so that this wasn't hitting us all in this one moment. We would have gotten it from the contagion. We would have been forced to have experienced something similar with the Solarian arc plot, and so this now becomes the extension of that. This is the now the parallel that we already have the foundation of how that concept works, and now bam, now it's the primary. It's in the macro plot, or not macro, but for this the main narrative. Macro for me is like we're talking like IP, the entire galaxy, the series, the world building is the macro for me, right? Well, he couldn't have told because he's likely hiding her for reasons. That's crazy. Is it amazing news that he hid it, or would I be angry? At this point, I would have been angry before, I guess, the last memory, and before maybe having talked to the sister, maybe I would say he would have softened up a little bit, and he'd see the positive in
Sam,
this.
this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely.
Yeah.
This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Oh my god.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion.
Oh my god.
Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name. Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan?
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Sarah could one day be reunited with your mother.
Jesus.
He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs
That we
with
just said out
pertinent
loud
information
at the
are
clinic.
now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
At the cryo.
Now we know what G.N. Garson meant, that something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
But why was G.N. Garson murdered?
Yeah, for real.
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor.
Man.
Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was, or is, the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Okay.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
I read after reading the logs. Yoink. 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 Yoink.
Your father's personal logs.
Okay.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186.
They'd have a whole archive of shit.
Everything went to hell.
Yeah. They could have been keeping a log of it, you know?
Commander Shepard was right.
Damn.
So was our mysterious benefactor.
Damn, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Oh, look at this shit.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range.
Yes.
Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Oh, that sound. Remember that? Shit.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save us.
Crazy talk.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago.
Oh my god.
I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you
Aspect
remember,
3.
the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are. All these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now. I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right.
Jeez.
I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Jeez. It covers off every ending possibility too, right? Because it's just not going to be the same. The blue would have been the closest. Even, no, I mean blue and red. The green would be off. I mean, no, because there were outcomes. Yeah, no, there were serious outcomes in blue and red. Come on. Like, there was entire wipes of, like, so, like, it'd be bad. It'd be bad. It definitely wouldn't be what people would have expected to hear upon waking up. So, this would be bad. Jesus. Let's check PB now that we've passed some story milestones. In here,
Just
see if
minding
it
my own
says
business.
Something new? No? Okay. And then I doubt you'll say something new, but I might as well check on my way past
Pathfinder?
you. Okay.
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck.
I wonder if Andromeda was always the plan at the macro level, from a meta macro level, to fix Mass Effect 3. to be able, like, how do you continue that where it has that macro level alteration to the entire setting with your final decision? Andromeda. That's how you fix that. That's exactly how you fix that. Andromeda becomes your reset switch to be able to have all of these the original races still be meaningful, like come back meaningful to that canon lore. Again, centuries later, just thousands of years later, like, it doesn't matter. Go generations deep, and then that history is the history. Even Asari would be gone. Krogan would be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be rebooting, but the same races we're all familiar with on the meta level would still be there. Would still be in our experience. I mean, as in the game, the world lore. And then what does it mean from there? Like, I don't know, because those three endings would have very significant differences in terms of what happens with the Reapers. So what does that mean to the next plot? Well, maybe it doesn't matter for 50,000 years.
Ryder, Lexi was looking
well, it does
for you.
matter. Lexi? Well, it does matter because the green one is significant. If the group were, if somehow we would return back to the Milky Way in the same continuity, and it was, how do you accommodate the synthesis ending? How do you do that? Oh, because you'd have all of these new races that if they could go back, they could repopulate the Milky Way. But you still have to assume that synthesis matter. Like, it would have to matter. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to account for the continuity of the Reapers on a return to the Milky Way. So maybe it still doesn't work. It's like, it would still be very tricky. Lexi, you said? Sure. I can go see her now. What the? Right here? Oh.
The Ghost Storm technology has been fully researched, Pathfinder.
I thought I was going to research.
Excellent.
I guess
we're ready to make our push on Meridian then.
Oh, no, we're not.
I'll call a meeting immediately.
Oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do it. Don't say the word immediately, son of a bitch. This is what fucks me up with continuity, man. God damn it. Don't pressure me, man. Lexi. Why am I doing this? Why do I always do this? Go down the ladder. You dummy. Go. I hate the ladder so much. I should jump off the other edge and then come through the hallway, the door. Easier. It's so disorienting, this goddamn ladder. Why do I keep going here thinking it's a med lab? The med bay, man. Lexi.
We need to talk.
We do?
About Sam.
We do?
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
What do you mean? I gave him approval.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart.
I proved it.
No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you.
Yes.
Yes, he brought you back.
Yes, he
did.
did.
But what if he didn't?
I trusted him with my life.
I cannot learn
and
without
his.
the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
There you go. You see?
Your lines of code. You can't die.
I don't believe you.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Ryder.
You're welcome, Sam. Please don't.
Look,
don't
I'm not
me.
against Sam.
Please don't turn on me, Sam.
I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right. I'll find a new party trick.
Oh my god.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
That was offensive, Lexi. I'm just... okay, Lexi, let's talk again. Let's just make sure we're chill. Everything's cool.
Need something?
No, everything's cool. Perfect.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, let's ignore that urgency line that we just heard about the team meeting. We have bars to get to on different planets. ASAP. And then I'll think about it. No, I really don't think there's going to be much to do. I think maybe there's like a 3-hour session of world hopping. I mean, I don't think I can do it now.
Digest it without heavy processing. Cellular lysis would be hugely inefficient.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios
Oh
flora?
my god.
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Why are you doing this, man? About Sam. From Lexi. After our last discussion, Sam and I thought it best if we both took a crash course in AI history to gain a better understanding of each other's perspectives. It's been immensely helpful in finding common ground, but also for highlighting the differences between Sam and the Geth. The Geth don't need the Quarians to survive, but Sam cannot carry out its primary functions without a Pathfinder. I still don't like that Sam has the ability to stop your heart, but I no longer have nightmares about him getting trigger happy with your life. Well, the other one took over the ship for a bit, I guess. Let's go back. I need to go. I need to go to Kadar. I need to go to the bar in Kadar. I need to move this PV thing forward.
Just detected a ZK tracker.
Oh, yeah,
Scan's ready. We need Dr. Kennedy's location.
Understood. Believe me. Deploying probe. Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker.
Try and get me the last message through.
Attached. We find the sources. Tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
Or authorized by the Nexus. Okay, back it up. I saw Planet here flashing for some reason. This one. Why? Gonna check the house. I always do this because I feel like that one last one missing. It's gonna haunt me. It's crazy how fast it pops in now.
We're drinking with a real live Krogan. He could totally kill us.
Track.
What's on your mind?
Okay.
Don't have too much fun.
No, I didn't get his response. Damn it.
Pathfinder.
Wait, who's that?
You are my new best friend. Ah, Ryder. I'd like to introduce you to my new best friend. What's your name again?
Samrick.
Right. Samrick here's been so sympathetic about Pock being stolen. He used to run with our pal Kalinda, and he knows where her crews congregate. Safe houses, rallying points, etc.
I trust he's telling you what you need to know?
Well...
Look, I appreciate the drinks and the flattery and all, but Kalinda doesn't take kindly to people discussing her business interests. She busted me up pretty bad when she kicked me out of her outfit.
I
don't really want
armor,
to
man.
repeat.
You might have more immediate fears, don't you think?
I've wrecked this entire
You've
bar.
survived what
by the way.
Kalinda dishes out, but you have no idea what Ryder can do.
She brought me here to.
And after you spill your
threaten
guts,
him.
Kalinda will punish you herself for talking anyway.
So why take an extra beating?
All right. Shit, you people don't play fair.
Thanks, Ryder. I think he'll cooperate now.
Yeah, Kadar, what did you
We'll know where
expect?
to look for Pock soon.
What did you expect? Come on. Go to location on Electon. Alright. Let's jump around. Liam.
Next round's on me.
Nope.
We're leaving, right?
Nope. Oh shit, if I just talk to him and drink, I'm not gonna drink. I got things to do. No more drinking. Kristoff, go!
Phoebe, you okay? You were making a face.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm still finding sand from Eos in my pants.
You know we have a fight on our hands, right? Where is it? I'm sure it's coming. It's not? I guess we made it. Perfect. Wow.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you.
A race up this cliff?
Let's
Use your
talk more
biotics,
climb.
man.
Let's go, Pathfinder.
Biotics.
And no jump jets. No one likes a cheat.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
You can try.
Pride goeth before a fall.
Man. It's pretty dangerous. Don't look down. Never look down. Oh, I see. No, let's be honorable about this. I love that you can just cheat. I mean, I'll probably lose, but that's... What? Oh, she's already up there. For sure. It's okay. He's okay with failing. Not the first time. Oh, he's all wrecked.
Having fun?
Told you I'd show you.
Oh, I am well and truly shown. Wow. It's all going to be like this, huh?
No. Better.
For 14 months, I wondered if I'd made a mistake coming here and dragging my sister with me. I don't wonder anymore. Boarding the Tempest that day was the best decision I ever made.
It's been a wild ride, huh?
Wouldn't exchange it for any other.
Oh. I wonder if you were like in a romance there, they would have like, that would have been like, why is this right? That would have been the moment to do it, you know? I could see them doing something like that. Little small moments now with each of the characters, maybe to lock that stuff in. If they're gonna do it, this is the time. This is the time. Now, I'm assuming I have to get... Do I have to do anything else here? No, I don't think so. I don't think this is where we want to be. We gotta go. And I'm gonna take the short way out because... The fast way out. Because I think that other marker was for us to get back on the Tempest, maybe. Or I missed it. I missed the comment. I could have checked the journal first. That's true. That's okay. These load screens are fast. Nothing to complain about anymore. Jay. We just do one of these. Yeah, that's gone. Where would the PB one be now, though? What are we talking about? It's gone. Huh. Right here. Go to location on... Oh, okay, that's right. This is planet jump. Okie dokie.
The crew is ready to discuss how to approach the Remnant City, Pathfinder.
Now orbiting Gadara.
Wait, what Remnant City? You're talking about the end? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that right now. Pretend I should never have pushed that goddamn research. Damn it, man. So uncomfortable. We could do this though. I feel like I could get this next stretch done. Maybe this is going way faster than I thought too. I think the PB one's going to be a 1 hour mission though. All of them have been, so I need a break before that, I think.
I've detected the last CK tracker we need.
This is also great. This is moving forward.
We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the row car.
Okay, good.
Erratic. It's drifting. And I'm getting Ket Drive wash.
Now the Ket are involved? Damn it, get close.
Okay, satellite.
Calla was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation or Rokar.
Jesus.
We have to find them on Vold.
Going to Volt. Place an outpost to attract a ZK tracker satellite. Oh. Might this be the 10th?
Tracking a remnant architect.
Go, folks. Programming directives, blah, blah, remains unknown. From this unique vantage point, it's clear that the extreme heat of the planet had begun to degrade, aka fry, vital systems. Many systems seem to be incorrectly pinging all clear. No, that's just research data, goddamn. Can't be that lucky. Goddamn water supply mission. That will never go away. PB and... This just makes sense. And go to location for POC. So we're gonna do this one first. I'm gonna go hard wide. Let's go. All the way west.
Things are looking up, huh?
With what?
With the fight with the Ket. We saved the Solarian Ark,
so some of your
gave
lines
the
pop
Archon a black eye, figuratively speaking at least. We've got a beat on Meridian. Maybe we're winning?
Don't know about winning, but we're making a dent.
Dents are one thing. Let's blast holes in them.
Okay.
Figure cars. All they left was junk.
Look at that. Look, Phoebe.
Ryder, he's got Pock. She's broken, though.
Guess Kalinda didn't take very good care of her.
Hey, I don't want any trouble. I found the site abandoned. By scavenger law, it's all mine.
We're not here to fight you for it.
That's a relief. I mean, good thing. Well, I'm a businessman, you see, so I'm willing to sell if you see anything you like.
Did you see where the crew that used this site went?
No. They were trouble, though. Led by a pain-in-the-ass Asari with a mean as spit Krogan toady. They've been picking remnant sites clean all over. Never leave anything worthwhile behind. But, they screwed up and left some choice items here, though.
You ever hear of an Asari named Kalinda Terev?
That's the, pain-in-the-ass Asari I stupidly mentioned. Please don't tell her I called her that, or next time I see her, it's my ass.
Yeah? So you better do right by us.
How much for that broken observer?
How much?
What, this thing?
Free.
Yeah, it may look trashed, but I assure you it's easy to fix right up. In fact, I could do it myself and make a killing, so no discounts.
Right. This guy's gonna put her back together.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, look, what do you think is fair for the observer?
Here we go.
Take this, and consider yourself lucky.
What, is she actually giving
Yep,
money?
that'll do. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll get her to the Tempest and put her together.
Just take it.
Thank you, Ryder. Maybe this Kalinda nightmare is over.
Scare the shit out of this guy and just take it, man.
Don't start going naive on me, PB.
Yeah. Regardless, I can upgrade my remnant scanner now. Come see me back at the ship.
Imagine
Pleasure doing business with you.
She's the only one that doesn't get like a 1 hour quest behind her thing. Like, well, it's planet jumping. So I mean, planet jumping did take its own time, right? I suppose. Can't give her a pass.
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for.
Smoke in the distance. We're pointing this way.
Cat killing other cat?
Come on, kid, let's get in there.
It's like, yeah, party time. Let's go. Just double the kills. You get the one to the right there, if you don't mind. I'm going to the back just in case there's a sniper back here. There we go, and I'll work my way to the front. Where? This thing? No. Cat, like, more cat coming? This thing? Oh, there's more.
And that, as they say, is that.
Correct. Now, what are we doing here? We went to the search. We're searching the site. Oh, I got my reticle. Or sonar. Bop, 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 bop. In the shade we go. Where are we going? I don't know. Going up and down? Well, that would be us going to the rear of the mountain. It's now going up or down. There we go. This thing?
What's this?
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
When has a simple lock ever stopped you, Sam? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
I'm sure Suvi could help with it.
Suvi? Suvi? On a technical lock? On a lock? On a hack? I mean, I never took it for a hacker. Speak with Suvi. Huh? Did I say Suvi? Maybe it's bio? What the fuck did I do here? I always go back to it though. It will never stop. Well, let's try this again. I just like to drive around the waste. Go the long way, you know? It's fun. Did I tag it this time or am I still? No, that's right. It's tagged with this thing. Oh, yeah. With this lever, there we go. Oh, man. Dang, damn it. That gun is insane. Holy shit. Alright, what are we doing? Are we actually gonna... Oh, well, I haven't been here, though, for sure, because I get this thing. I don't think I need to get anything for you, though. Phoebe, I think we're done. This is just a waste of time. Shit. Oh, man. Dang nabbit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just in case it's on here. Let's do a quick pause and realignment with, would it be an additional task? This one? Oh, it's not out of 10, it's this, it's out of 8. It's out of 9. So let's tag this thing and see if it's on this goddamn map, shall we? I mean, it should pop up, no? It might not be. I might not be remembering this correctly at all. No, I guess I'm not. I've been talking about this for episodes now. And I'm probably not even on the right planet. And I could swear it was this planet, though. I'll eventually edit the episode, and then we'll come back, and I'll deal with it. But at this point, I guess we're leaving. There's no point in making this take longer than it needs to, right? Come on, PB. It's all
We're
up to you.
going to need to research the Ghost Storm tech for the other Pathfinders
No.
as soon as we can.
We did, but please don't tell anybody
It's
right
almost
now.
unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own.
I didn't expect
The
this
Ket
shot right
always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
I wish we saw more of that fighting. Wouldn't shed a tear if they wiped themselves out.
We're doing
Whatever
a pretty
they've
good job.
done, they're
No
still
matter what
a
galaxy we're
unique,
in.
fascinating species. It's hard for me to wish them all dead. Anyway, about this Ket device you found by their destroyed ship. It's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Ket?
But that would be impossible, Ryder.
No, it's not.
Remember
Nothing's
those
impossible.
Ket genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working
Yes.
on the data, and I have an idea
Yes.
that just might work.
Okay.
We should go talk with her when you have time.
You can give Drac a new finger or something?
There you are.
Hi.
And I got thrown off before I could read. Where's PB?
Okay, who stole PB and put you in her clothes?
What's going
Not
on?
funny.
It's a little funny.
What are you doing?
Okay, it's a little funny. I received this.
Hey, babe. Sorry I broke your pet. It lacked versatility. Couldn't keep up. Maybe I'll do the same with your other new toy, Ta.
She means you. I hate her.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
It's not that she took my bot and broke her. We got Puck back and I repaired her. Better than ever. Now my scanner's fully upgraded and sweeping the cluster for remnant signals. We won.
So what's the problem?
It's just drummed up feelings I thought I'd put behind me. Turns out I just buried them. This is what happens when you let people in. You acquire baggage. I travel light, damn it. No baggage.
Want to go back to the escape pod and see what happens?
Well,
I
that
just
could
made
help.
this comment.
But better not. I let Kalinda become important to me. Look where that ended up. Now you've become, or you're becoming, important. But you need to know, I resist checking out of this hotel every day.
With accommodations like these, I don't blame you.
You are funny. I just need a little space. Time to think. Hopefully, my now
matter to me, then.
Remtech-infused scanner will pick up something amazing.
You do you.
And make all this Kalinda trouble worthwhile. Hey, are you okay?
I'm
I
okay.
shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you.
Oh, did I not talk to
I
you?
heard you had to die to get out of a trap. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had upped my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to
Working on it.
catify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it. Ryder. Hey. I'm so glad we got Pac back. It's weird, but I missed her.
Why would you miss Pac? She's not much of a conversationalist.
Yeah.
I thought I said,
but
why is that not?
She's
That's,
a presence. So, what's
I didn't
up?
think I said it to come out that way.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
I felt bad.
You know it.
That's fine. It's like, why would that be weird? No, isn't that what I thought I read? Doesn't matter. That's what I thought I read. It was not. Okay, I gotta talk to... Break. Are you in there? You're not, because you're probably down here. I did it again. And I did it again. Hey, Lexi. We gotta do some shenanigans.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences
damn.
against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Oh, crap. Turn it off. Who knows what it's doing?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
Okay.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way. Spurns tradition, defies protocol.
Schism!
He abuses his authority, obsesses over Remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise.
Oh,
An
man.
Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Ooh.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Hell yeah.
Don't know yet. What else is in the
Hell
transmission?
yeah.
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool in case you want to check it out.
Hell yeah.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't
New
know.
partner.
It might be a base of Ket dissidents
Damn.
organizing against the Archon.
That'd be great.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
You got it. Locate the source of the signal on EOS. We have to go to EOS next. Gotta go to Prodromos. We can wrap that one up. Doing good. Except for this remnant data core. I guess, well, as we land on planets, I should keep this one up, to be honest.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge.
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is
Oh,
conquering
the
the
money
Scourge once and
thing.
for all.
This goes back, and like if someone plays this across days and weeks, you might have missed that connection. But I've been playing it for like addictively for the last week, week and a half. And there was a comment they made when they asked for money over here, and I thought it was for like poker. It was like Gil. And they were like actually secretly friends doing poker games. He kept losing to Gil or something. That's what I thought. We find out, but that's disconnected enough that might not have been able to make that connection. If I was playing slower, I would have just been confused, and that would have been that. I would have moved on. I have to suspect that happened quite often, actually, in the Mass Effect trilogy and Dragon Age trilogy on the channel. They were just moments where
Pythia's system,
I likely missed
home of
something.
Eos and Prodromos.
And if it wasn't for the comments and the exchanges, like to nudge me along and to remind me as I went, it probably would have been lost, right? Because I watch people's like Let's Plays. I haven't watched a lot of them, but I'll try to get through a trilogy once a year or something like that, and I'll hear things and see scenes where I'm like, I kind of don't remember. Like, I don't remember the lead into something. Then I remember the actions of it because it's more visceral, like you're in the action, right? But I don't remember like the narrative threading that sometimes leads to things or connects things. Because when I experienced them, it's so over such a broad amount of time because of the way I was editing and producing it. Then in the comments, then I'm kind of like responding to stuff from the past, but I'm playing in the future, and I'm editing things for the audience's nearer future, but I'm in the further future, and it's like, and so all of that sort of gets entangled, and I get this general mapping of the stuff, but I don't have the continuity sometimes because of the way that it's just the game is played. Yeah, and more piecemeal. Whereas this is more like natural. Like this is the natural gameplay, like addictive kind of style. You start a game, you play it, you finish it. You know, I mean, I'm still gonna stick with these two. More cohesive.
Descent is green.
Back to back experience. You know, immersive. Information stays in my head a little, like a lot more competently, I guess. But it means I'm recording well ahead of the audience. But on a low view video, it's sort of, it is what it is. Okay, now, first things first, let's see if the remnant stuff pops up here. No, man. No, it might be in, Havarl. I don't think it'd be the ice planet, but maybe Havarl. Okay, start here. Because I feel like Havarl is dense enough that I might have missed something.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We'll see.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there, but hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad.
I'm right here.
See you soon.
Wait, that's Gil. Where did you go? August. I'm like, wait, August. Yes.
Pathfinder. Glad to be in one piece after Liam's little jaunt to that cat ship.
It was interesting. I'll give it that.
Varand and her group are extremely helpful. Glad to have them. Lucky, too.
We'll talk another time.
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
All right, Gil, where's Jill?
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna talk your ear off about your civic duty as a man.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Well, that's not
Am
true
I
in this space.
interrupting something?
Plenty of ways.
Jill, about time. This
in
is
the sci-fi universe.
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember?
You got aliens.
Ryder? Pleasure.
Going for it. I'm
I know
sure
we're
they'll
all
figure
very
something
busy,
out.
so I have only one question for you.
Here we go. And it's only a matter of time, but before we even see Mass Effect with like legitimate hybrids, like they'll work out some sort of way for this to be possible. That's how I feel. I mean, Asari's kind of already doing it, but you know, Asari's become Asaris. But it's like I'm saying, like that. I could see them pulling something off, especially with the kit now getting introduced. Man, I don't know, man. And now they got this Andromeda plot, which I haven't clicked yet because I'm trying to formulate like where this might go, but in the future, but I should be just focusing on this answer right now. You want to boost my batter.
You want to know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I sneaked into the stasis pods and switched him with another baby.
My boy's in good hands. Okay, you're both off the hook.
What the heck was this?
So
all
glad I
about?
got to meet you, Ryder.
What are we doing? You want to go to coffee or something? You want to go? What's up? What's up? Okay, stop. Chris, stop. Just walk away.
Sorry, friend, but... the Pathfinder.
That's a new one. Usually I get one finally showed.
Are you kidding? Everyone knows you. You're why we're here. And I sure am. Here. Danny Messier. Couldn't wait to be deployed, but... I thought the shuttle would take a little longer. Hoped, actually. Pathfinder, what do I do? A whole world is... too much potential.
No. Tell him what to do? Maybe this is safer. I mean, neither of these are safe, to be honest. But, Flora?
I don't know, Danny. Plants and bugs?
Well, yeah, actually. That's a good idea. Can't live here if we don't understand it. Great day to be alive, Pathfinder. To have purpose.
Are we good? That was it? Here, talk to me again.
Great day to be alive, Pathfinder. to have purpose.
I gave a man purpose today. My day is complete. We are done here. Time to leave the planet. Not really. We have places to be. Oh, I don't want to do this. Let's go like this. Because we're lazy. Let's go. And I'll get my vehicle. Oh, still in Midas/gold. Yep. Yep. Kind of grew fond of it, to be honest. Dissension in the ranks. Locate the source of the signal. Oh, is it underground? Is this thing, no, it's not. I don't think so. No. Well, let's run like this and see what happens. Yoink. Has to be below us. I mean, what the hell? Oh, do I have to do this? On the ground? I want to be on the ground. They'd have a marker for us. Boink. Okay. Curious. Pretty sure there's not a cave below us. Not that deep. Like, oh, maybe right there where my head is at. Yeah, let's go. Maybe not. It feels deep though. Oh, we haven't. Oh, the cave. Is that the Solarian cave? Shuttle cave thing? What a land. You see that? Like, just perfect. Like, fucking solid. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to deal with the cat? Are we good?
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
We've been through
They're
this.
not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Gets us away from the sun for a while.
God damn it. Please just let me have this. Oh my God, please just let me have this. Okay.
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
If I was saying things about my boss, I wouldn't want it to get back to me.
Heyo.
This could be
Did I read this before? Oh shit.
some kind of proxy to reduce the chance of detection.
What? Sorry for screwing that up.
I'm Victor. Another variant. Solarian. Reflexes were impressive.
Duranhi R11 Holor. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
Not feeling bad about killing that guy.
This is going back, and I mean, it's the Solarian vessel there. I think I remember reading that, but now there's... Did I remember reading Invictus there? Maybe. Is that... That's not what I wanted, though, is it? No, I'm nowhere near the thing that was supposed to be at. Wait, I was? Oh, it's a bounce. I see. Oh, yeah, we were right under it. Well, great thing is we can do this. Thing up. I'm just taking it with the shield. These guys are weaklings.
Let's see where this beacon leads us.
What the hell are you doing up there, bro? Bro? What's up?
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network.
Okay.
Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Raspberry Parrot. What? Bam, bam, bam. Let's go.
Someone got here
Up
before.
and down. And then black. And a lot of explodies. Going back there. I need to use that gun more often. It really works. This is a really good gun. Alright. Bam. And... I remember this place. Remember this? Shit.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Sounds like some kind of motivational speech to the Ket.
The Archon does not serve Kent interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Kent.
Okay.
The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze?
Jesus.
Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
What are those blue marks on our thing right now? I see blue marks sometimes, and I don't know what they are. I don't. Doesn't really matter.
Well, we found it.
Look at that.
This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
Is that it? And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature,
Hey, Primus.
Pathfinder.
I am not
I see it now.
an amoeba.
Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself.
They talk like
as a
sovereign,
traitor
don't they?
easily.
No?
I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Ket ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and
Yeah, but
leave.
I don't want you to have
Exaltation, no thanks.
You know what I mean? Like,
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
Ugh, this makes me feel
it's
dirty.
awful evil.
But I can't see the downside right now.
We don't need some Ket cheat. Come on, kid, be smart.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
Maybe he got like tainted by. No, the Angara. That doesn't make sense. It wouldn't have been the Angaran. That would have made him like think differently about this. Because the Angarans aren't power hungry. You know, that kind of wouldn't have gotten bred in or something like that. Bred in, gened in, whatever.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Covering your own ass.
Yeah, but I don't want the exaltation, man. So, like, how does this become I'll take your deal unless your play is to, you know, screw them over after? But where RP doesn't come into play, where logic is coded behind a game of a condition engine, you know, it's just you're going to make a decision that impacts things that you can't fix without headcanon after you've played the game. And so I'm saying right now, exaltation is just not an option. Like, there's a scenario where it could be, but in RP, if this was tabletop role playing, you work this kind of stuff out in a longer conversation and you get some more context, or you make some more deals, or, you know, however this might go. But, like, it's not that the Ket can't exist. There's a way that maybe they can exist. It's just, there's got to be a willingness to assimilate. That also feels weird, because you're like, well, why would you want to? Yeah, but some might. I mean, some might. Like, that's just how this could play out. And but they seem very, like, even though in the responses there, they don't really get angry. They don't really taunt. I mean, Invictus, I mean, I guess some of them might. They have variances, but for the most part, I think, like, Primus is an example of what they should be. You know, they're metered. They got metered responses because there's no point. There's no point in seeing it any other way. It's like when a dog or a cat destroys something. You're like, what's a dog or a cat? Like, you know, at one point or the other, you're kind of like, they see everything else so beneath their concern from their level of existence that it's just that their approach to that is that it is by force. They don't see it that way. Because once assimilation happens, you don't question it. But then you have those visions and dreams. So obviously, like, the melting doesn't, not the melting, the exaltation doesn't always work perfectly either, right? And we don't really know how they breed and stuff like that, because they just morph other races into adult state. Well, what's the rest? Like, we don't have any context of how they actually exist as a society beyond the structure of the genetic creation of the soldiers, the agents of this kind of structure, you know?
We don't deal with Ket. Ever.
So be it. I hope you found some satisfaction chasing my messages. You will gain nothing else from this. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
Yeah, and then it kind of ends like that, and it's like, it's true from a meta perspective. You're like, you just wasted your entire time. Well, but you know, as a meta, from a meta perspective, that there's a schism happening with the cat. But at the same time, you're like, I just spent all this time, and I'm getting no rewards for it. That part sort of hurts. That's fine. It's true. But from Kristoff's perspective, I just don't see how it makes sense, man. Are these people coming to us, or are we good? Was that a plane flying by? They're like, no, thank you. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Because then the meta speculation could be, so you accept it, but you're kind of lying. You accept it because you're gonna eventually betray them, return them on each other. Anyways, that's how I would have done it. Like if I was RP, like if this was tabletop, that's how I would have done it. I would have had an ulterior motive, and then I would screw both of them. That's how this. If that's where it went, because I don't see an angle where I don't see an angle where they stop doing exaltation. That's all. Like, because again, it's beneath them to even consider that there's another option. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's that response that Primus gave, where you're just like, there's like no debate here at all. It's just the way it is, because it is. It's true. That's how they are. That's what they are. That's how they do. That's how they do. That's how they do. That's how they do. You know. So it's like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, that's how they do. That's how they do. It's who they are. It's how they move forward. And who are we to say that's the wrong way? Like, I mean, perspective is a crazy thing, man.